Hey guys, this is Vic from Drop Spotlight, and we're here with your Mark Wrestling Podcast, where our opinions are wrestling. So, I start again because of my mic. I didn't connect it in there right, so like a going a little upside daisy. Let's see if it shows up. I'm gonna do a real quick checkup on Mixer. Okay, that looks good. So, start off first. I want to say congratulations to Becky Lynch. Congrats on becoming a mother. That's it's an amazing thing. As a father, it's awesome to have your children to your arms, and taking care of somebody. So that's a big explosive thing. So congrats to you. Don't listen to what people are saying. Like you're taking your time off or this and that. You earned it. You earned it as a parent. You're going to be a parent. Take care of your family. Take care of yourself. So congrats again. And congrats again. Congrats also to Asuka for becoming the WWE new Raw Women's Champion. That's awesome. Winning Money in the Bank, and inside the briefcase is the women's title. Asuka is one of the few out there that's tearing it up. She's been doing it crazy this past few weeks. On Raw, so a few months actually, but. She is doing good, so congratulations, a new Raw Women's Champion, and I'm glad to see what kind of challenges are out there. So speaking of challenges, where does WWE go without Becky Lynch? Quite honestly, Becky Lynch is the top. I don't care what you say about Charlotte Flair, the NXT Women's Champion. No, Becky Lynch is your top. She's the man. So where do we go from there? So there's a lot of new wrestlers coming on to Raw, such as Shayna Baszler, as well, since they're doing the inter with SmackDown. So can Bayley become that person to help out on that? That's something to look into and maybe reach for. So there is a lot of potential out there to see where WWE goes without Becky Lynch. Their top marquee wrestler in the women's side. I feel like there's some women should step up, but there's enough talent out there that can go really well on that side. So that's a big stuff right there. Big stuff right there. So next thing we want to talk about today is it's huge. It's been going on for weeks. A lot of the unemployment for WWE just because of the COVID, but now one of their stars that have been featured on wrestling, Drew Gulak, is no longer employed. So this goes into people's minds, like, what is going on in the WWE front office? What kind of stupid idiots are running that? And that's what many people may be saying at this moment, because Drew Gulak is a pretty darn good wrestler, and he's been doing some good stuff with Daniel Bryan. Rumor is, it's a contract thing, but we don't know. So it's been a huge fan response for Drew Gulak on Twitter as well as Facebook. So I'm hoping that because of the fans, they bring back Drew Gulak. Give him a good contract for him, because he's been doing an amazing job during this COVID situation, as well as with Daniel Bryan and others. So I feel that they'll bring him back because of the fan response. Fans want him back, he's going to have to come back. There hasn't been this much outpour for a wrestler in a while that's no longer employed. So because of that fan response going for Drew Gulak, other than Drew, who do you want to see come back? There was hundreds of individuals that have been released from WWE because of COVID. Some of them even signed 5-year contracts. So instead of going to AEW, being available for AEW or NWA, New Japan Pro Wrestling, or even Ring of Honor, they stayed with WWE because they were promised some high-class money. Big-time money. But, skipping all that, who do you want to come back? Me personally, I do want to see Rusev come back. I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that. People are going to get mad. Like, why do you want Rusev to come back to that place, this and this? I feel he can still make a difference. I still he can feel that he could introduce a character that's similar to Rusev, but can again take advantage of his intelligence, and he could be out there. He can do really good. I know many other promotions are going after Rusev, but I feel WWE should go back after him and see what they can do. It's a good wrestler right there, and a good individual with a character they can build upon. Oh yes, they can. So, lastly for today's podcast is I want to talk a little bit. I know this is a short podcast. I had so much stuff to do today, but it's all good. It's all good, wrestling fans. Music and theme songs. What happened to them? So I know Jim Johnston for many, many years did the WWE themes, well, WWF/WWE themes for many, many years, and I enjoyed them. Who doesn't, like the Stone Cold song and others, and the theme songs made the character. Not the wrestler, but the character. So when they're coming, who they are. And then WWE for a while had CEO or something like that for NXT, providing them some new music. And some of the songs were pretty good, like the Becky Lynch, the Sasha Banks, the Alexa Bliss themes, they're really banging, ringing banging. And now, what happened to them? They're plain generic. They don't feel like they're part of the character. I think that's what's really hurting some of the wrestling promotions. And one of the positives from that is look at Chris Jericho at AEW. His theme song is one of his songs, Judas. And then it's an amazing song, But you'll have people in the stands, when those people, sing the lyrics of the song, be part of it. So it elevated Jericho, Le Champion. It elevated him to unnatural heights. And I feel that that's what's missing today is the music, the real music from musicians that are the theme songs of the wrestlers, And WWF, WWE had that going on for years, back to the 80s, and especially the 90s, with Limp Bizkit and a few other musicians. So, could we see another partnership in the future where music companies and wrestling companies come together again? I'm really hoping it starts with NWA just because of who's owned by NWA. William Corgan, aka Billy Corgan from the Smashing Pumpkins. So I feel that music should make a big play again. Big time play. Even if it's not a big musician company or big musicians, they should find those musicians. Some musicians were built upon the wrestler's theme song as their song. So I know NXT's been doing a good job about that, putting out there some good stuff, like, this for this takeover is performed by this person, or this takeover is performed by these person. All their themes being performed tonight live on NXT. They're doing an amazing job. I just wish Raw, SmackDown could get to that part, or even AEW Dynamite or NWA Power. Let's see where the music could come back. And there's a hell of a lot of good musicians that would fit these themes for wrestlers. So that's one of my biggest gripe out there, and I feel it'll be phenomenal if we can get some good music out there, and introduce the fans to some music, because that's part of the art, that's part of the display and things like that. So yeah. Let us know what you guys think, about Drew Gulak, Becky Lynch,